And it is recording. So here we go. First question we got is this question, 6.125/8. First of all, is this a test question? Could be, yes, but it's a standardized test question. Remember, and let me pull up my handy dandy calculator. It's the only thing I forgot to pull up, the calculator. This question could be a test question, and for sure it is a standardized test question. I'm trying to get everything in here on one page for y'all. There we go. Okay, remember, I told you this the other day, and I think I told you Monday and Wednesday, that the mean is also the expected value. Okay? When you're dealing with just numbers, it's called the mean. When you're dealing with money, business, in a business sense, it's called expected value. So that's the only difference. And remember, let me fix that. Looks like it's a little bit blurry, and I don't know why the autofocus don't work. That a little bit clearer? Looks a little bit clearer.
Yeah.
Okay, and it's practically dark here in my breakfast room, so I don't see how, I just don't see how this thing, I can't hardly see what I'm writing, but it's just amazing me how much light this thing pulls in. Anyway, we know that the summation of x times p of x is the mean. Okay, so we're going to put a little mu symbol there. So both of these is right there. So whether the question is just got just events and probabilities and it asks for a mean, or it's got money and gambling and then it asks for expected value, both of them are going to use that formula. So with that being said, let's draw us a chart about this woman and her insurance policy. She's either going to live or she's going to die. That's what all of us basically have to worry about. Okay? And if she lives, and this is from, remember, this is from the insurance company's perspective. I don't even know if I spelled that right. Okay? The insurance company's perspective. So that means that when she gives the insurance company a payment, that is coming in. That's money coming into the insurance company. When the insurance company has to pay something out, that's a negative for the insurance company. So if she lives, she's going to have an event and the probability of that event, which they've already given us the probability of one event. And the probability of one event is that she's going to live. The survival rate or probability is 0.999655. Three nines, yeah, and 655. So somebody, I think we picked up somebody. Who did we pick up? I can't see who we picked up. So we picked up somebody. Okay. I wish we could pick up one more. That would be just about everybody. Okay, so somebody tell me, if they give you the probability of living, then how can you get the probability of dying?
Subtract it from 1.
Come back in. I'm sorry, what, Miss Stewart?
Subtract it from 1.
Oh my gosh, what's that called? Starts with a C. O M P L.
Compliment.
Thank you. I tell you what, y'all are on the ball. So I'm going to take my handy dandy calculator and I'm going to take 1 minus 0.999655. And that is the probability. I'm going to put it in red because 1's in black. And we'll just say that red is dying. That's going to be 3 zeros, 0.0004345. Now in your notes, you need to put how I got that. You need to write down below it 1 minus 0.999655. Or if you watch this video, you rewind it a couple of times. Y'all notice I'm starting to say, if you watch the video, y'all know why I'm saying that, because that's directed toward those 5 or 6 people that say they don't understand how to do the math. Okay. So now we go back over here to the event. Well, technically, we have just done away with this line right here. Okay, we've just done away with that line right there. So you can mark that line out. And we all know with word problems, the more sentences you can mark out, the what? The better. So that leaves, suppose a life insurance company sells a $230,000 one-term life insurance policy for a payment of $290. So somebody tell me, if, as far as the insurance company's perspective, tell me how that looks to the insurance company. What is a $290 payment and what is a policy if they have to pay out $230,000? How does that look to the insurance company? That's not rhetorical. I want y'all to interact with me. Okay. Thank you.
I don't know if I understand the question, but it's looking like it's going to be a profit for them because the probability of living is so high.
Yes. So $290, does that money coming in to the insurance company, or is that money going out?
Coming in.
It's coming in. So that's going to be positive, and that's going to be $290. Because again, we're talking about the insurance company's perspective. If it was the woman's perspective, the 290 would be negative. Okay. So let's say that she makes her payment in January and she dies in March. Okay. Does the insurance company have her $290? Yes. So technically, on paper, how much do they owe her in their eyes if they have received $290 and she dies in March, what do they owe her? Well, technically, they owe her, since it's negative, it's going out of the insurance company. They'll be giving her a check. And that check is going to be in their eyes, it's going to be $230, $230,000. But in the insurance company's eyes, they've already got $290 of that money. Everybody with me? So technically, on paper with the insurance company, they owe her $229,000. I'm thinking $710. Let me do it on the calculator to check. So with the insurance company, they already got $290 from this woman. So it's going to be $230,000 minus $290. And that would be, I'm going to write it in red, negative $229,710. Okay, I want y'all to give me the mean of this probability distribution, because we have event, that's X, and we have the probability of event, that's P of X. So I want y'all to give y'all a minute or two to do that, and give me the mean, which is X times P of X, and add it up. I'm going to go over to the Excel spreadsheet, and I'm going to do it that way so it'll look a little bit, easier for y'all, because I suck at handwriting. I'm going to make it a little bit bigger. Okay, so I've got X, and I've got P of X. And my X is equal to 290 and negative 229.710. Oop, not a point, dork. Supposed to be a comma, not a. I'm not going to put a comma. 10. Okay, this thing keeps going back and forth. Miss Eves, are you okay? You keep going back in and out. I just want to make sure it's nothing wrong with this thing.
My Wi-Fi keeps cutting in and out. Travis, shut up.
It's not your dad running around unplugging your computer, is it?
No, it's my sister. We're working in the kitchen right now.
Okay. All right. Don't make fun of the way I talk, okay? All right. So P of X is going to be 0.999655 and 0.003. I'm sorry, 0.000345. And that my OCD is getting the best of me. I'm sorry there. And might as well do this too. So underline and make it a little bit bigger. There we go. And I'm just going to put right here, lives or dies. So this right here is our actual chart. There's our chart right there. So I'm going to go over here and I'm going to put X times P of X. And you don't have to do this, but the reason I'm showing it like this, excuse me, Corona, if I do it like this, and you can see how I'm pertaining it to the other examples we've done that doesn't have money involved, but just numbers. So I'm going to take this guy and multiply by this guy. And I'm going to copy that down. And then I'm going to add those up. And that's going to be my mean or my expected value. Whatever. There we go. And summation. There you go. Now, this is the expected value. This is the expected profit for each payment that she sends in for the insurance company. So technically, they might be putting back $70 to $80 and investing it in something, but they're looking at it as $210 each year profit. Does everybody see what I'm saying? It's kind of like when you get, let's say you get some money, let's say you get a paycheck every week, and you decide to take $50 of that money and put it in an IRA or a savings account. Okay, technically that's your savings or your nest egg, and the rest of your check goes toward paying bills. Okay, what they're saying is they've got $70 that they're going to put away, or they're going to take $210, and that's their profit. And $70 of that is going to go back to invest because it needs to pay for this insurance policy. So technically, that $210 is their profit each year from this one person. Now, do they go out and splurge and buy a bunch of? No, they're looking at it from a expense profit each payment. That's what they're looking at. Now, they're not spending it. They're going to put that money back into reinvestment, back into the IRAs that they invest in, so that when they do have a payment or a claim, that they can take that money out of the investment and pay the person that needs the claim. That's how insurance works. They don't just sit and put this in a savings account. They invest it 3 or 4 different ways. And when the money comes back on it, it's threefold. Okay? So that's your answer. And y'all feel good about yourselves? Hopefully you do. So 210.65. Good gracious alive. 210.65. And you feel good about yourself. And this is, let's see, an average profit of 210. Well, since 210 is the only one that has the answer, the other three don't fit. And this is per month. Those two are not it. C and D, you can automatically mark those out because those are per month. This is per year. When she pays per year, everything is based on a year. And that should be A. Now, what is the, well, what is their, okay, we'll go ahead and go to the next question. Hopefully that helps you out on that question and helps explain it, because I could show you the math, but if you don't understand what you're doing, then, so that's why I take a lot of time in explaining, in terms of the insurance company versus, it helps, because that negative right there, people don't understand that negative. All right, this is 6.131, and both of these questions were sent. They're the same questions. So Miss Stewart and Miss Hicks, y'all pay attention, because this is y'all's question, and it's the same question. I'm just going to take a pick. Let's see. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a tiger by his toe. If he hollers, let him go. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. There we go. All right. Now, this question is two separate questions. All right, I'm going to draw this, and there's 2 or 3 other questions on here, But basically, you've got two questions on this problem. Okay? And I don't know how did that just happen? Can I have my question back? Thank you. Okay? All right. One question, I'm going to divide my sheet in two. One question is going to be based on the grand prize being $16 million. So X and P of X, and I'm writing this, I'm doing this for a reason. Okay, so 16 million, and good gracious, is that 8 zeros? 1, 2, 3. I believe it's 8. Y'all check me. Zeros start to run together after a few. 200,000. That looks like 6 zeros. 10,000. And that looks like 5 zeros. 100. And that looks like 3 zeros. 146, 542. $7. 0.003757581. $4, $3, and $0. And I'm just assuming this is money. Yeah, cash prize. Okay, so that's 0.007997794 and 0.012755547 and 0.97534066253. Okay, now why am I rewriting this? Because over here, I've got to rewrite it just like they have. And instead of using 16 million, let's see, X is here and P of X is here. I'm not going to write all these big numbers down again. But over here, I'm going to call this P for prize and 200,000 and 10,000, just like over here, and 100 and 7430, 7430. And I'm going to take all of this. Of course, these numbers over here, these decimals that I'm not going to write, okay? And this is going to be 0.00000000647. This is going to form an algebraic equation with an unknown variable. Okay, so you got two problems. The first problem you're going to do just like the life insurance policy. Go ahead and I'm going to put this in the Excel spreadsheet, but I'm going to give you a second to put this in your calculator. Okay, so this one you can actually do with your calculator or Excel. And how do you display it? Excel, is that EXCEL? Okay, so this side you can actually do right now. Okay, so I'm going to let y'all punch that in your calculator or put it in your Excel spreadsheet. So I'm going to let y'all do that right now. So take a minute and do that. We're We're doing part 1 right now. This is part 2. And that's another reason I don't make this a test question, is I don't like 2 big questions being 1 question. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do my spreadsheet, and that way y'all can still copy it. I just got to make the letters bigger, so I'm gonna go ahead and open it. There you go. Y'all still with me? Cause my computer's acting weird this morning. Okay, so here we go. Some damn Russians. All right, and I'm going to make this bigger for y'all. I'm going to spread this out a little bit. And make it a little bit bigger. There we go. All right, and I got to do my center because that's, there we go. So if I wanted to find the mean or the expected value, I just do X times P of X, just like your insurance, except with insurance and gambling, it's called expected value. And I'm going to take this guy and multiply it by this guy and enter. And I'm going to copy that down. And I'm going to add those together, and that's going to be my mean / expected value equals. Okay, so your expected profit for each dollar you spend is 28 cents. Okay, so that basically is telling you that every dollar you spend, you're going to end up losing probably, because you're only got a 28% chance in winning. Is class already over? Okay, go ahead. That's fine. I already got you for Monday or Wednesday, so it's no big deal. Maybe y'all need to start, going to class, sitting in the parking lot and doing this over the phone, maybe. If you have to leave, 20 or 30 minutes before class ends. That's just a suggestion, but I can understand it. Okay, so let me go back to enrollment so I can see it. All right. And if I want to find, if that's profit, then and I'm going to put profit right here also, / profit. So what would be Progit? I don't know what Progit is. All right, profit. What would be losing money out of each dollar that you spend? Well, if the profit for each dollar is 28 cents, what's the loss for each dollar?
72 cents.
Well, it's going to be a negative because it shows loss because you're subtracting. Yes, you're right. You do it a little bit different. What you do is you subtract 1 from this number because it's got to show up a negative. So it's equal to this number minus 1. And the only reason you subtract 1 from it is so you can get that negative. With the expected value, that negative is important because it shows a loss. So in other words, instead of doing 1 minus to get a complement, you do the number minus 1 so you can get the negative to appear. Or you can just do the complement and put a negative in front of it, whichever one you want to do, because you have to show loss. So I'm going to say this is green, and this is going to be red. Because I can't put it in black, because then you won't see the numbers and it'll look weird. So there you go. All right, so that's part one. But what do you do with part two, Hubert? Well, I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to copy this, Control C. That's why Excel is so easy to use, and Control V. And I'm going to take out this number right here and call it P. Now I've got an algebraic equation. Now, when you have an algebraic equation, I'm going to take you back to pre-algebra now. Let's say you have an algebraic equation that looks like this. What's the first thing you do with an algebraic equation like this? You got to clean it up. How are we going to clean it up? Come on, people. This is pre-algebra now.
Add and subtract those numbers after.
Okay, what is that called? It's called combining what?
Like terms.
Combining like terms. Before you start an algebraic equation, you have to combine clean it up. Combine like terms. 6 plus 3 is 9. 9 minus 1 is 8. 8 plus 7 is 15. And now you've got something to work with. Why am I showing you this? Because what is all of this? What is all of that right there? I'm going to highlight that. Ooh, no, I don't want to do that. Yuck. What is all this? That's just like you're combining like terms. Those numbers right here are just like these numbers right here. So I need to make all these one number, don't I? Yeah, pretty much, Hubert. So I'm going to do just like I've done before, multiply this times this. But down here, I'm going to make this one number by finding the mean of all of these. And that's what I'm going to do right here. So I'm going to go over here and I'm going to go x times p of x. Now, the first one is going to be, if I can remember correctly, 0.00000000. How many is that? A 7864 p. And then these will be this times this, and I'm going to copy those down. And these are all numbers, aren't they? These are numbers. These are like these numbers right here. So I'm going to rewrite this, and I'm going to rewrite it, that big, very small number right there. 0.00000000647 p plus, and I'm going to write a couple of these numbers, but I'm not going to write all of them. 0.046 plus 0.01714 ... plus 0. And what am I going to do with all of these numbers that are just numbers? What am I going to do with all these numbers right here?
Combine.
I'm going to combine like terms. That's right, class. So that's going to be 0.00000000647 p is equal to, plus, and I'm going to add all these up, And that's going to be that number right there, plus 0.174354853. Technically, that's equal to 0 because you don't have anything to set it equal to. So now, what do you do with this number right here to get it over here? Well, we subtract it. So I'm going to take this number right here, and I'm going to subtract it, and I get I get 0.000000000647p is equal to negative 0.174354853. And now what do I do? Over here I get 2x is equal to negative 15. I divide by 2, and that's my answer. So over here I'm going to divide by 0.00000000647. 0.00000000647. And that's my answer. So I'm going to take my handy dandy calculator, and I'm going to take negative, and you don't have to type in the negative. The answer is going to come out to be negative. Negative 0.0. Okay, I'm sorry. There's a negative, that's a positive. I forgot one little thing. To find the profit in this question, you have to take your mean and subtract 1. Okay? And I forgot to do that, so I need to go back and do that. So mean minus 1, that's for profit. That's where you got that, that's where you subtracted 1 in the previous part for the 1 minus, or 0.28 minus 1. 0.28 minus 1, that's where that comes from. All right, so I need to take my mean, which is 0.00000000647p plus 0.174354853. That's my mean. This is my mean, and I've got to subtract 1. I forgot about adding that part. And then you get 0.00000000647p, and this right here is going to be a negative. And let's do that in the calculator. I knew when I saw that positive turn into a negative, I knew I left out something. All right, so 0.174354853 minus 1. 0.82564547. And now that's equal to 0. Because remember I said we didn't have anything to, equal it to. So I'm going to bring this over, and that's going to become a positive. 0.00000000647p is equal to 0.825645147. And then I'm going to divide by 0.00000000647 on both sides. 0.00647. And that cancels, and your the prize to make a profit is going to be, and I'm going to change this into a, okay, I'm going to say negative second answer equals, there we go, divided by 8 zeros, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 6, 4, 7. And that is your new prize, grand prize, 306 611 and 127 million. Now, since it's over 500,000, it's going to be 128 million. Now, this one you will need to, you know, rewind on your video a couple of times. This is why, this right here, you see this 2 pages right here? This is why I would not put this one on test. I do not like this question for this unit. It's too big. It's way too big. But anyway, I'm going to go back to the Excel spreadsheet, and I'm going to finish doing everything on the Excel spreadsheet so you can see what it looks like on it. So there's my number right there. So I'm going to take this number. I'm not going to type all that. And I'm going to add this number plus this number. I can't do that. Plus, yeah, I can. And I'm going to make that small. This number. Now remember, that's my mean. This is my mean. So I'm going to highlight all that. I'm going to highlight that magenta or something. That's my mean. And I'm going to subtract 1 from that. Okay, so basically when you got, you got this, I'm going to take that 1 from that 0.77. So I'm going to bring this down. Let me just do this. Control C, Control V. Oh. Control V. Why is it not? Control C. Control V. Oh, shoot, forget it. I was going to try to do that, but it won't let me. Okay, so anyway, equals this guy plus, well, now it's going to be a negative because equals this guy minus 1. And that's equal, all this is equal to 0. I'm not going to put equal to 0. So I'm going to bring this over to the 0. I'm going to put equals 0. And it's not going to like that at all. Because equals means there's a mathematics, so I've got to type in equals. I could change it to text and do that, but it takes too long. All right, so anyway, now I'm going to bring this over. And that's going to give me this number is equal to and that's going to be, let's see if I can do this, equals negative parentheses this number. That should be a positive. And then I'm going to divide. We'll divide by that big number right there. So P is equal to, oh my Lord, Control C, Control V, is equal to this number divided by this number. And it's not going to let me do it. 0.1234 5678 647. So that equals 128 million. So both of you, I think it was Miss, I can't remember who sent the question, but you don't have any, there's no reason for you to feel ashamed on this problem because Miss, let's see. I don't forgot who sent it, but anyway, okay, Miss Hicks and Miss Stewart, you see that it's very complicated. And as far as it being a good question, it's a good homework question, but I really don't like it. So 128 million. I guess I'll put the 3 zeros. Does the size of the grand prize affect your chance of winning? I believe it does, but the answer is no, because it's left up to the lottery. So remember the lottery right here. Remember that word. In this homework question, make sure you type the word lottery. The other ones don't have lottery in it. How do you feel? You feel good on that one?
I'll have to rewatch a few times.
Oh my gosh, you mean you're actually going to watch the video? You're supposed to ignore the video and complain. All right, question. Now, of course, I haven't got a chance to go to 6.2 again. I'm not going over homework questions Monday. I'm going to go 6.2 first. Okay, but I told y'all I was going to go over these because I left them out Wednesday. So anyway, we're fine. We're fine. We're going to finish fine because I'm not going to do a lot in chapter 9 and 10. So we're all right. Okay, so I'm going to shut this down and we're going to cut this off. And I've already taken the roll, but I want to take it one more time before we leave because somebody might have came in. So let me